All right, let's buckle up and get after a daily paycheck here on Casino Gaming TV. I am John from ProCraps, and we are starting with a $10,000 master bankroll, buying in for 10 to 20% every day, working strategies to a 10 to 20% profit goal every day. We're damn close to it. We'll compound those wins into that master bankroll so that every day the buying gets bigger and bigger and the win goals and profits grow. Now, here are the big questions. What strategies can we trust to get that job done? And the big one is, do I have the discipline to make it happen? Well, let's find out. We're gonna build that bankroll to $100,000 live. No tricks, no magic, no camera tricks, no BS. There's nowhere to hide when it's live. Here we go. All right, good morning, everybody. Welcome to Daily Paycheck. It's John from ProCraps here on Casino Gaming TV. I gotta change my microphone. Hold on, go to the road. There we go. All right, now we're back, and let's talk about it. It's Friday, which means Friday Follies, which means nothing is serious. Like, what do they say? The points don't matter, everybody wins. Yeah, so here we are. We are at, look at us, $55,000. Oh, that's the wrong thing. I gotta actually go to the daily paycheck. There we go. That other total has other things rolled into it. $53,000 in the bank. That's pretty awesome. $8,000 buy-in, $1,600 win goal. But you know, today is a Friday, so it means we're not taking it very seriously today. We're going to do some just testing and having some fun and sort of playing around. So yeah, without further ado, I'm going to go to the table and we're going to set up a little iron cross here today. And this is coming from if I understand the math right on this one, I think I may have to play with it a little bit, but let's go do a big iron cross and see if we can't make money in a roll or two that way. It's going to really increase the spread, but I don't know. Let's see what happens. Let's just get out there and try it and see what it looks like. And I'll show you sort of the regular sized iron cross. And I say regular size, it's still more than I would play in a real casino, but the regular iron cross here at 500 bucks looks like this. It's 125, 150, and 150. Okay, 125, 150, 150. It's 300, 425, and 75 in the field. Now, talking to Darksider, he's like, hey, why don't you modify that? Let's take this out of here and let's get the 5 hopping. Okay, which is fine. So you have to hop the 5 for enough money to make what it would have made, which is 175, right? So if we hop the 5s for, let's say, 15 bucks each, okay? So the $15 hopping 5 would make 150 plus 75, right? So 225 minus the field, and that's about where you'd want to be, right? About 175 in net. Now, what I'm going to do here is supersize the whole thing. So instead of this level, okay, we're going to go out here, and I'm going to do this. I think this is going to be about right. Let's try it. We're going to go with 900 on the 6 and 8. I'll add it up, then I'll fix my rack. So 900 on the 6 and 8. That'll win 1050. Right? If we go with 100 hopping 5s each, okay, that would win 1,500 minus 100, so it wins 1,400, okay? And then you're gonna have the field at 500, okay? So 500 out here, so if the field wins, it's a $500 win. It's actually 300 because you're gonna lose 2 and win 3. If the 6 or 8 wins, it's 1050 minus 500, so $500 and change. If the 5 wins, it's 1,400 minus 5, so about 900 and change. So it's going to be somewhere in that ballpark, I think, is where we're going to end up landing. The 5 becomes, maybe that's too high. Is that too high for the 5? We hop those at 50 each. No, that's not enough. We'll leave it at 100. I think 100 is the right number. So this becomes 900, 1,800, 2,000, 500 out of the rack, okay? Now, I'm starting with an $8,000 bankroll, okay? So if we take 2,500 out, that's our spread, all right? Let's play it like this and see what happens. I don't know, and we're gonna work, we're not gonna work the come out. I was thinking about it, but I'm not gonna do it. Just gonna let it play straight. So here we go. Crapsy's on. Again, this is gonna be the big giant level of the EZ basically, right? And the modified iron cross. You can play it from the don't if you want to. Not going to do that. I'm just going to play it straight up. Now, let's see how many hits it takes us to get where we got to get to. If this is a viable way to get our $1,600 paycheck. Okay, here we go. Coming out. And we got a 9. On a beautiful toss. A beautiful toss on a Friday. It's a 9. Is that a 5-4? It is 5-4 in Crapsy. And there's our first point. Here we go. We're going to probably need 3 or 4 rolls to get here. Now, unlike yesterday, it's not 3 or 4 hits, 3 or 4 physical rolls that aren't you know what's. And we'll be okay. Here we go. Man, that was a good looking toss, but a little bit sideways. Okay, that's an 8. So let's do the math on the 8. I'll type it in first. Let's get it typed in. So you have it. 5-3. Crapsy is live. Just go to the live tab in Crapsy, Wattage Live. The live tab should have you, should have this game just going. If it doesn't, report back in chat so I know, but it should just be on the live tab. There's no code for it anymore. We're doing just the live thing. All right. So in this case, we're gonna win out here for 900 the 1050. Okay, so it's gonna win 1,000. I'm gonna pay it like this. I'm gonna pay it 500, 1,050. We're gonna lose 700. So we'll put the 700 back. 200 here. I'm sorry, 200 there, and 500 here, and we take back 350 to the rack. Okay. Seems like the levels aren't very good here. This is really a little too high, or this is too high. This should be 300, not 500. I'm gonna change that out to be 300 instead of 500. So we're bringing back 550 on a 6 or an 8. Now we know what that looks like, okay? If we catch a 5, I'll redo all that and we'll see where we are. I think the 5 is gonna end up being kind of a bonus. I might have too much money on that. So let's find out. Let's find out. Let's hit a 5 and we'll find out. If I'm not quite there, the live link is not there, really. People are playing along with me though. I've got, hold on a second. In Crapsy, I've got 5 people playing, so hold on. If I go to the live tab, how do I do this? Live Crapsy? Oh, you know what? Hold on a second. Let me stop it. I think it's yesterday's live. Weird. That just went away. Okay, I'll just make a new one. Open new live table. Give me 1 second. Daily paycheck. Traditional 20 minimum. It'll be a $10 table. You're getting the same 8,000 that I've got. All the stuff is there. It's manual rolling. Live. I'm not gonna publish it, but I'm gonna create it and play it now. Can you look now at the Crapsy Live and see if you have it there? I'll wait a second. Go ahead and Jen and Wattage Live, check now and see if you're there. I'll give it a second. While you're doing that, I'm gonna go to the table real quick. I'm gonna check my numbers here. So if this is 3, which is 1/3 of the 6 and 8, which is perfect, the 5s probably wanna hop at 50 each. And let's take a look. What does a $50 hopping 5 look like? 50 each. So if we do that, I'll change 100 for greens. Each one of those would pay 750 minus 50, so 700. Minus the 3, they pay about 400. That's better. It's not perfect, but it's better. We'll do that. We'll hop them for 50 each. That'll be the number there. And yeah, all right, let's try that. Let's try that. And let's see, can you find, not the regular group table, it should be the regular, it should be the live tables. I can, let me go over there again. Live tables. Let's see, I see, why is it not there? I'm with you, I don't see it either. I wonder if Crapsy's just not working today, because I'll do it, I'll make it again. I'll make it again, hold on. Maybe I pressed the wrong button again. Hold on 1 second, let's just see. New live, yeah, I don't see it either. Daily paycheck. Daily paycheck. Let's set it up again. So it's $8,000 bankroll, $10 there. Rolling manual. live. Yes. Oh, I got to put the YouTube link in here. Is that what it is? That's dumb. Okay, hold on. I'll get it for you here in a second. YouTube Casino Gaming TV. Hold on. I think this is the problem. I think I've got to... let's see if I go here. This is going to be really... I'm sorry it's so crappy going here. Share. Copy the link. That's 16th at 7 a.m. This interface needs help. Okay, 7 a.m. Create the table first. And now can you see it? I just recreated the whole thing. Wayne says I'm playing way above the bankroll. I need a good roll, right? It's Friday Follies, man. We're gonna play way above our heads on Fridays, right? That's what we do. It's there. Okay, cool. Sorry about the weirdness there, guys. I really. So I'm gonna do this. If you want to place your bets, we only had one roll so far, which was the 9, and then we had what happened at the 8. I'll type them both in for you so you know what's coming. But I'm gonna type in the 9, so we have the craps on the right point. I think I just didn't put I pressed create instead of play. That's weird. Anyway, 549, there we go. And then I'll give you 5 seconds, then I'll repress the button, and then I'll put the 8 in, and then we'll be back to normal. Alrighty, so let's do that. Then it was a 538. Now I've iced myself completely, right? Dice are out, 5-3. Okay, cool. Now we're back to square. 300 in the field, 900 6 and 8, 50 hopping 5s. This is going to take at least 3 to 4 rolls to get there, right? We're looking for $1,600. Each roll is going to win between whatever that's going to be, 600 to 500 bucks. It's going to take 3 rolls minimum. All right, here we go. Let's get rolling here. So right now, just so you know, I've got my rack, my 6,000 back in the rack. The 2,000 that's out here, I got 900, 1,800, 21, 2,200 bucks out there. So right now I'm up 200 bucks off that first hit. So here we go. Be a minute here. I'm not sure I love the bleed of that field bet, but whatever. There's a 9, that's the point. Bam, 6-3. Didn't ice myself apparently. 6-3, okay. Simple, it pays 3 minus the 1 on the 5. So the field is bullshit, it pays 200 bucks, right? That's not a good ratio, right? This is where this is like getting messy, but I still think 3 to 1 is where I wanna be, right? Up here, 3 to 1 is good for those numbers, but man, that ends up being kind of a who cares win. It's not 75-100 level, which is what I would rather have. Here we go. Coming out, not working. It's gonna take a good run to get it done. Seven on the come out. 7 on the come out, 5-2. Nice looking throw too. My best throws are always 7s. I should throw shitty more often. That was actually really good throws. Here we go. We coming out still. Three, 2, 5. Yeah, I agree with you. 5 to 3 ratio is a better one. 3, 2. 3, 2. So yeah, so in this case, we have 900 up here, which is, I don't know how many fives are in 900. It's 150 times 5, right? 150, no, times 6. You can go to 12, I don't know. This is a tough one. It's a tough one. It's basically 1,000. I think we're okay. I think it's fine. It's fine. I don't love this number, this ratio here, but let's just play it out. Let's just play it out. Yeah, the red cross is 5 to 3. This one here is a little different. It's 3 to 1. So it's way more optimized for the box than the field. You gotta, and I'm not even doing red cross. I'm not putting the field up. I'm collecting everything here. This is not even a press or nothing. This is just take the money off the table. Same better kind of a deal. There's a 9. That's our second 9, right? So we've gotten 2 nice box hits. That's a 5-4 type, 5-4-9. And they've only given us $600. You know what I'm saying? Like that field number is a little low, and it's actually 300 minus 100, so it's only a couple of hundred, right? That's kind of like, ugh. That's 2 hits and only brought $400 to the rack. Like that number, I think that's too low. This is probably too low. Let's make it 4. It's close, right? 900 to 4. It's not 1. It's not 2 to 1. A little less than 2 to 1. I mean, I can make those 1,200 and go to 400. I guess we do 1,200, 1,200, 400. That'd be a little better. I don't know. We'll leave it there. I'm not loving it. I'm not loving it. We'll revisit after this roll, or after the shooter's over. We'll revisit our whole plan here. All right, there's a 10 hod. So we're getting nothing but freaking field numbers here. 6-4. Nothing but field numbers. So with 400 on the field, that's a net 3 after the 5s go away. And if we look at our rack, there's a nickel. There's five blacks. I'll make a purple out of that and put those back in the bank. So we have 6,500 in the rack. I've got 2,000 or 1,800, 2,200 out here. That makes my rack, again, you gotta do the math on here, right? So you figure you got 2,200, 2,300 bucks out there, which would be 1,500. So we're up by about 700 bucks. Basically, when the rack, if I work backwards from 9,500, right? When the rack has 7,500 in it, we're done. So we have 7,000, 6,500. When the rack has 7,500, we'll be finished. That's going to be our kind of our walk number. We'll know that we're at Paycheck that way. Did I put in a 7 over there? No. The roll tracker's jacked. Here we go. Point is 5. Point is 5. A bounced. That's a 325. Oh, cool. Let's see what happens with the 5 hits. Let's check that mess out. 325. That's going to be the same thing, I think. 3-2. 3-2. Come on. Come on. Yeah, there you go, Slam. That's exactly right. A couple of rolls and you're good. 5 fields to make $1,500 sucks. Yeah, it's way too much, or way too many hits. So yeah, the ratio here is completely off. But here's what happens. We'll lose the 450. That'll win 750, right? So 5, 750. So this goes away. We'll put the 50 bucks back on the other one. And from the 700 that's left, 400 goes over here, right? I'll take the nickel to my rack and put my 2 blacks out there. And so that nets you 300 bucks. The 5 netted us 300 bucks, okay? The 6 or 8 are gonna net us 1,050 minus 500. They're gonna net us about 500. So we're getting between 300 and 500 bucks per win here. It's gonna take way too long. This is a incorrect set of bets, and we get to see me fail live, which is awesome. Here we go. Coming out, not working. That's an 8, 5-3. Alrighty, 5-3-8. And And the roll tracker is a mess. I'm not sure what happened to the roll tracker. It like reset itself like it does. 5-3. All right, here we go. Out at the point of 8. Still chasing that paycheck. From the cross. What a lovely throw. Another freaking 7 on a perfect throw. That rolled, it was a 5-2, not a 1-2. There we go, 5-2, we're out. 5-2-7, yikes. And that was actually a good roll, right? Look at that, that was a 10 roller, and one of those was come out 7, the rest of them were good. That was a great roll, just the numbers are wrong here, right? We have not enough money out there to make enough money to win, which is endemic of the cross, right? The cross does that. That bleed is tough. It's tough to play with. So where are we at? Now we're at 7,050, right? So we lost, $900 essentially. We can run out there and do it again if you want to, but let's do it at the more typical 75, 100 level, but we'll ramp everything up, right? We'll guarantee ourselves close to $500 per shot, right? So if you do it that way, right? 5 times 125 is 625, okay? So we can do, and we'll do it, this will be 2,500 even. We already know what it's gonna be. So there's 2,500, okay? This will be 625. Okay, 500, or 5 times 150 is 150, 300, 450, 600, 750 on the 6 and 8. So 750 to the 6 and 8. Right? And 5 times the 75 in the field, okay? That becomes, let's see, 500 minus 125, so it's 375 in the field. That's the number, okay? So 375 out here in the field. That should be, check my math, $2,500, okay? So we've got, again, 5, 10, 1,500, 16, 17, 18, 19, 2,000, 2,100, 22, 23, 24, 75, $2,500. All right, so we have 2,500 out there. Okay, these are going to all net us $500. The box numbers will. They'll net us 500. This is going to, of course, net us the 375. That's a simple Red Cross style Iron Cross 5X. Okay. We still need 3 hits to get it done. I'm going to reinvest the field in the box to increase that. We're going to try and lower our expectation by 1 number. By pressing the field to the box, I'm hoping to lower the number of times I got to get hit by having one thing hit twice, or one thing give me a double payment and kind of be out of there. All right, here we go. Here we go. Let's try and make back the 1,000 that we lost, plus what we're looking for, about a couple of grand in profit. Here we go, coming out, not working. Not working. That was a big bounce, big boy bounce. 426 is the number. 426. Not a great throw. Put a little bit too much air under that one, I would say, right? Here we go. Slam's going 7 grand. Across for the first hit, pressing for the second hit, regressing after the third. Love it. Love it. All righty, here we go. Here we go. That looks like a 9. 6 and a 3. All righty, that's a 6, 3, 9. So we'll take the 375 that we got, $375. We got the 9, the 10, and the 4 for 100 each. And I'll make the 5. I'll put the 75 on the 5 and make the 5 look like 700 even. Let's even that one out. Okay. The full field goes up to the top. Now, a non-horn field number pays extra we should be able to get out of here in 2 more rolls. We should be out if we get something to double pop, right? Here we go. It looks like a 6 and a 2. That's an 8. So that should net 500, 6-2. That'll be a collect, by the way, 6-2. So the 750 on the 8, 6 pays 7, 150 pays 175 pays 875, right? We're gonna lose 375, so your net is 500, okay? That's nice. Nice little win right there, 500 bucks back to the rack. We're gonna have to do that, though, a few more times, because remember, we're down $1,000. We gotta make the grand up before we can go forward. Here we go. Homeboy's gotta keep rolling over here, right? Gotta keep our numbers coming. That's a 549, perfect. Okay, let's do it. 5 and a 4, love it. That's one of those doubles. So what's gonna happen is we'll get 375 out here in the field. That goes to the box. That pays 140. That comes to the rack. The 140 will collect this right here. Press them all by 1. I'll take the 75 bucks and we'll make the 8 look like, let's go add 90 bucks to that. So the 8 will now go to 840 bucks. And here we go. Slam, made you 2 paychecks today. I think you'll love my throwing. Come play with me at a real casino someday. We'll make some cash. Here we go. This is the one that's gonna get us back to even. Right, this hit right here, if I get it, brings us back even. And we can reset and start. There's a 6-5 mid-mo, yo, 6-5. So remember, we're down 900 from earlier, right? We're about to get paid 375. 375 in that field, okay? We take that plus the 2, 4, $600. We can even take this this 40 bucks that we have up here, this extra random 40 bucks that's up there. Go back to 750 with the 8, and we got back our first shooter's loss, right? There's 500, there's 1,000, and some randomness. Okay, we got back about $1,000, which is what we lost on the first shooter. So I'll put that in the rack. There's the 2 purples. I'll rack them up. Rack has 4,000 in it, okay? There's $2,500 out there, okay? So we're at 6,500 bucks in the rack. That's actually wrong. There's some, I made a mistake somewhere. This should be exactly even. We lost 1,000, I just won 1,000. We should be even. I think when I was moving shit around before, I might have pulled from the wrong area, but it doesn't matter. We are, I know mentally we're even. So here we go. Let's do it. Let's now make the paycheck. 954. So we're gonna reset the board. We're gonna play the process again. 549, 549. Let's get aggressive. 375. 1, 2, 3. And oh, the 75 I didn't put. Well, I guess it was already there from before. I didn't put it out. Well, I'll just bring it to the rack. It's fine. Bring the $75 home. Alrighty. Here we go. 4, 1, boom. Shaka-laka. $6-5 yo. Same as before. Let's press it up. 6-5. Another good roll here, huh? 6-5. All right, 375. 1, 2, 3. I'll take that 75 plus the 75 from last time. And let's put it all in a 6. Let's make the 6 go up by 150. So there's another 200. 6 looks like 900 now. How far can we take it? How far can we take it is the question, right? Let's go. 459. Yeah. Love it. Awesome sauce. All right. So that'll pay 280. I'll do do I have, no, I don't have enough. 275, 280 for 200 up top. Again, that gets racked up. The box always comes back home. Always comes back home. The 375 from the field, of course, we reinvest it, right? Let's make the 9 look like 500. Make the 4 and 10 look like 250 each. I'm going to power press by a quarter here and get them at 250. So they'll bring back a nice, pretty nickel for us. Still on that point of 6. And the roll tracker's dead. The roll tracker died again. I'm not sure what happened to it. I really got to recode that whole thing out. It's on a weird, it's on a Redis database, which if you're in IT, you know what I'm talking about. And that Redis database seems to flush itself all the time, and I lose my data. It's a temporary cache, and that's why. But anyway, here we go. Here we go. I need a monster hit here. I need something to be a monster for me. Let's go. Big boy hit time right now. Let's get on that 6. Give me a 6, shooter. Oh, it's a 10. That's also good. 5-5. That's a bonus. That's a bonus hit. 5-5, right? 250 pays 500, right? Not from my rack, it pays from the bank. 500 bucks from the bank on that 10 up there, right? And that'll cost me 5, 10, 12 bucks in VIG, 13 bucks in VIG. I'm gonna give them 15. Call it good. I don't need pennies in my rack. And we'll take the 500 bucks to the rack, like so. The 375 from the field. Again, let's reinvest it. I'm gonna make the 8, like the 6, look like 900. They're both hammered up, okay? The rest of this money here, we can make the 4 and 10 look like 300 each. I'll give the extra 100 bucks to the 9 and take the quarter back to the rack. Make that look like black chips. Here we go. All pressed up. This is super aggressive cross right here. Everything is to the max, to the ceiling here, right? The red cross on steroids. We'll have to do a felt check here in a minute to see where we are. Let's see where we are. Let's get a big old 8 or a 6 to hit, huh? Let's get something fancy here. Come on, baby. Come on, baby. Let's do a good one. Oh, no, it's the 7. Of course it's the 7. We waited one roll too long. 4, 3, 7. We were probably there. We were probably at Paycheck, right? But what's the fun in that? What's the fun in that? Let's actually take it down and see where we would have been. There's our 625. I'm going to put these all back where they were. Get the spread right out there. And see how close we got. 750. 750 in this. So here's what we had out there. We had our 2,500 bucks. If I take the 375. All right, there's our 2,500 that we had started with. Okay, of course we lose that, okay? In our rack, I've got 100, 200, 300. So I have 500 bucks in the rack. So the rack looks like it has 5,500 in it. Fine. Out on the table, we had burned. That money would have been back in here. With that 2,500 plus this would have been our starting bankroll. Our profit would have been 2,075 bucks, right? So we totally burned the paycheck trying for a home run. And that's what we do on Fridays. Fridays are all about, you know, getting something special out of a deal. Okay, so here we go. 2,500 out there. $2,500 for my rack. And let's go. And I think my rack, by the way, is $2,000 light from before. I think I screwed something up. I think my rack is owed 2K, but whatever. Let's just play it out. Here we go. Here we go. Yes, Dan. Dan, you're so funny. Look what I got. You're triggered by it too. We're gonna take a little break here. This right here is the new cord that I bought. You see the cord, everybody? That came in yesterday. This is literally a 25 meter cord. Or I'm sorry, 30 foot, 10 meter, 30 foot cord, okay? These ends are gold. This is a 10 gigabit USB cord. It's like $150 for this damn cord, right? That will go over the camera that you're looking at, around the wall, over the door, and instead of coming through here, it's gonna come down that side, behind the window, and under the table. I literally spent that much money on a cord so you don't have to look at it over there, because it drives me insane. I'm such a freaking nerd with this kind of stuff. All right, here we go, coming out. Let's go, coming out. All right, got work to do, folks. Got work to do. 1, 3, 4. Where was that a minute ago? 3, 1. Again, we're just gonna press the crap out of this thing. We're gonna press the crap out of it. Let's go. Let's go, Johnny. Be a shooter. Ooh, a little kiss of the dice. It's a 9. No, it's an 8. 6-2. It's a 6-2-8. Sweet. 6-2. Awesome. I'd rather over-index up on here, right? That's going to pay $875 minus $375. I'll spread it out. $500 net. Okay. Win $875, lose $375. Put the $375 back. Take $500 home. If we can just hit 6s and 8s, I'll be super happy, right? That'd be a nice, easy way to get through it. Here we go. No more bets, says David. All right. That's a 4-2-6. Same thing as the 8. $500. Now, as a regular paycheck, right? Going out $2,500. 2 rolls to 1,000, I'm okay with that, right? The problem we have here is that we need to win 1,600 and we're chasing 4,000. So we're gonna be here for a hot minute trying to get this done. We're gonna be here for a little while. John's gonna have another super roll to get through it. You know, the other option here, of course, is to take the $1,000 that we just won, reduce it down, and play hard from there. And win back 1,000 at a time. You know what I'm saying? Like lock it up, and I'll show you what I mean here in a minute. Let's get another roll in here, and I'll show you what I'm talking about. This is the mentality, right, or the thinking process you have to go through. It's a 5-4-9, 5-4. So at this point, we won 500. We won 500. We're about to win 375. Okay, we're not recovered. Clearly, I got a ways to go to be recovered. But what I could do is go down here. We can take all this away, right? Take all this back to the rack. Let's see, what just happened there? Was the 9? Yeah, okay, there's that. Let's take it all down, right? And we can go to a 125, a 150, a 150, and a 75. Go back down to the base iron cross, right? Fill the rack back up as best we can. There's 1, 2, 3, 4 purple chips plus some randomness coming back, okay? If I take this back to my rack, I will have recovered 1,000 or so of what I lost earlier, right? Instead of same betting here for the next 11 rolls and praying to God I get them all, I've got 2, 4, 5,500 in the rack. 500 out there, so $6,000 in action. But I can restart the whole cross from here. If I burn this $500, I don't care. I pulled money off. When I go back out next time, I just do the same thing. So 3 hits, come down to the basic. If this thing turns into a monster, then freaking awesome, right? If it doesn't, I'm still up about $800 on this particular shooter, and we're fine. do it again. We'll have to just kind of piecemeal it. That's a good way to do that, right? Here we go. Roll the red and green foam dice. The win goal is 20%. I would take the grand and go home for sure, Dan. But remember, I'm down. I'm still chasing. I'm chasing the money that I lost in those last two shooters. So we're like, you know, we're trying to recover, right? So there's a 3-1-4. So I gotta beat feet here, or not beat feet. I can't beat feet yet. I gotta play it out. So all right, $75 on the 4, and again we'll just spread it out. We'll get the full coverage, and the 4, 9, and 10 now become double hits for us. A lot of work, man. You go down, recovery sucks. That's why I said yesterday, right? There's a 6, 4, 10. I said this yesterday on the show. Like the winning gambler, the winner, expects that loss, probably doesn't keep playing, right? You take the hit and go, well, that wasn't my day, and you live to fight again later. That's the difference, right? This chasing stuff will kill you. All right, $10 or 25 pays 50 up top, okay? That comes to the rack. I owe $1 vig there. 75 pays 75. We're gonna press the 4, 9, and 10 with that money. I will eventually take the 75 and pressing the 6 and 8, but not just yet. Field to the box to the rack. You know the rules. You know the rules by now. Here we go. Looking for a .4 shooter. That looks like a 10 again. The repeater 10. That's nice. 6, 4. Cool. 75 here and 100 up top. Now I owe $3 in vig. Okay, but that's coming to the rack. Here's a 5. 2 change. Okay, this 75 here. Let's give it to the 5. Let's make the 5 look like 200. Again, this is a literal spray and pray, right? When you're pressing from the field just randomly, it's a total spray and pray. Just put it somewhere where you hope to God it's going to work out for you. Here we go. Dice are out. It looks like aces. Hell yeah, baby. Double shot. Double shot. 1, 1. Love that. Pays 100.5, which is really, really cool. Let's make our 9 look like 100. And the other 100 that we've got here, choices. I can bring it back home, right? Or I can drop 50 and make my 8 look like 300, which is what I'm gonna do. And give it to the 8. We'll do a little power press on that extra hit there. And again, this is the 500 that we regressed to. More apt here to just be collecting, right? Let's just make this one, make us some hay, huh? Here we go, dice are out. Ugh, good throw, or a terrible throw, great result. It's the 6s. Look at that, it's the 6s, that's 12 craps. That's gonna pay 3 to 1 here, right? Pays triple. So 3 to 1, 2 1/4, right? That's pretty nice. That's pretty nice. Let's make the, let's give that 9 100, and I'll give the 5 100. So it looks like 300 now. The 8 is pressed up to 300. The 6 still has some work to do. I'll take that quarter back to the rack. That was part of the power press from the last one. We'll just recover that back. And here we go. The aggressive iron cross right here. Let's go. All right, 3 or 3, 6, 5, 1, 6. I don't know why I said 3. 5, 1, 6. All right, that's gonna be the tiny one, the 5, 1, 6 right there, because it wasn't pressed, right? That pays 175. We lose 75. The net of that is 100. And again, the box always comes home. Okay. By the way, up here in my rack, I have $500 in black, which I can trade. Mid-roll, check, change. I'll never do it, but there, I'm doing it because I can. It's my house, damn it. So there's $500 for that. Now my rack has got 2, 4, 5, $6,000 in the rack, right? We don't have $2,000 out here, but we're still chasing the 2, but we're getting close to it, right? On a decent little roll here. Take that. Take that, let's go. That looks like another 6, 5 and a 1. Sweet. Take the $100 home, right? Minus 75, plus 175, net of black. Love it. Love it. All right, here we go. Kiss of the dice. It's a 5. 4 and a 1. That's awesome. 4, 1, 5. That's great, right? Because we're going to lose the 75, which sucks. But $300 on the 5, right? What does that pay? 420, something like that, right? 420. That's cool. $420 minus the 75. I can put 3/4 back out there. Bring this back to the rack. Now I have the black in my rack plus the 400 that I just brought back. Right, that feels like another purple chip that I can trade in for. Bam, purple. Purple! Now, 2, 4, 6, 6,500 in the rack. Working our way home. We are working our way home. Man, it's taken a hot monster session to get back from the $2,000 we lost twice, isn't it? Brutal. And I still think my rack is wrong. I still think I owe myself $2,000 in the rack, I think from before. So I'm probably actually in profit here, but there's the 7. There's the 7 for 3 variety. So cool. This $500 turned into another about 500 with all those collections that we did there. So that was good. That was good. We regressed down to it. I don't care about that 7 taking some money off the rack. It's no big deal. Let's go back out again. Let's go back out. $2,500. Remember that was $625 on the 5. It was $750 on the 6 and 8. And it was $325. Whoops, that goes over here. 3 1/4. Oh, $375 rather. $375 in the field. Okay, let's do it again. Same thing. Let's get our 2 or 3 decent hits up here. Come down to 500 and play it out. This will be our last shooter, by the way. We're getting up on time here. So last shooter, almost time. Here we go, coming out. Coming out. He said. Another kiss. They keep landing on top, but it's a 9. We'll take it. I just don't like seeing that. 6-3. Neener from Pasadena. Here we go. Slam has made money today. Good job, dude. 10K. I'm still chasing. Here we go. These 2 great rolls and I'm still behind, right? Mainly because of poor decision making. 6, 4, 10 on the end. That'll work. 6, 4, 10. Good deal. 375. 300. Whoops. 375. 1, 1, and 1. Actually, I'll give the 9. Make it look like 150, and the 5. Well, I'll leave it where it is. I'll take the quarter back to the rack. Take the quarter back, make it simple on myself. All right, let's go. I feel good about this shooter here. This shooter's gonna be the 1. I feel really good about this. Famous last words, but I feel good right now. Let's go. That's gonna be a 10, 6-4, right back to it. 6-4. All right, here we go. That's going to pay 200 for 5 on the 10 itself. There's my nickel vig. Okay, that comes to the rack. This 10 here at 375. Okay, All the choices are available to us, of course. Let's make our 9 look like 250. Make our 4 and 10 look like 200 each, and I'll take the 75 bucks back home. Okay? And here we go. All right, dice are coming out. Boom. Let's do it. One more 10 would be pretty cool, wouldn't it? Wouldn't it be great? Another one. That's a kiss. It's an 8. The 8 will work just fine. Okay? We know the 8 and that's 500 already. That's 538. Sweet. 538. That's awesome. $500 net. Okay? That's a collect. To the rack that comes. Let's see. 500 there. We have 250 here. 350. 450. I'm going to take one more roll here. I know I said it out loud. One more roll here, and that'll be $1,000 off of the shooter, and then we'll go back down to 500 and play it out. Here we go. I just jinxed myself, but whatever. 437. I totally jinxed myself. My God. We'll call it here. 437. I got to get ready for the next show. 437. We didn't get it today. That was kind of fun. Where would we have been? Let's see. Let's pull it back. I don't think we're obviously at Paycheck or even, but let's see what coulda, woulda, shoulda been, right? There's 1,500. There's 200 in black, or greens rather. There's 5. There's 5. There's 5. So 1, 2, 3 purples. 1, 2, 3. I'll put these back in the rack. Over here. So the rack, my rack would have been 6,000, 7,500. Look at this. 7,500. 76, 77, 7,800, 7,900, 79.92. Right? We recovered all the way back to $8, right? Had I pulled the money back, which of course I wasn't going to do. But that's interesting, right? We actually did our job, and I still think that my rack was $2,000 light from an earlier mistake. So we would have been Paycheck profit anyway. But anyway, that was kind of fun. Iron Cross is fun, but it's a tough way to make money, man. That bleed of the field, and by what I'm doing here, by being extra aggressive with it, which is fun, you got to get the roll. You can't be out here at 5 rolls, right? That's tough. You got to get out, get out, get out. So anyway, that was super fun. I'm good. Let's get out of here. Yeah, that's it. I'm gonna kill the show here. I'll see y'all in about 15 or 10 or whatever it is for the coffee run. And yeah, ask me anything on that show. It's gonna be probably a short one. I got a date with my daughter today, so I'll talk to you here in a little bit. So thanks all. God bless. See you in about 10 minutes. Bye.